a lot of interest in actually digitally enabled delivery. I mean, I was actually sitting with the president in the Middle East, and his, I mean, you know, this was almost like it was like deja vu. I mean, he was complaining about leakage. He was saying, you know, this much money leaves my capital and that much goes out there. Now, this sounded terribly familiar to me. Huh? And he was asking, saying, look, I heard about how you people have actually improved service delivery, benefits delivery, capability delivery with the help of a digital backbone. And when you look at our numbers, I don't think even within the country, these numbers have sunk into the minds of people. When you look at Garib Kalyan, the food program delivers to 800 million people, day in, day out, 800 million people. Putting the money in the bank delivers to 450 million people. If I take tracking any scheme today, when I travel, one of the things we do politically is actually at a meeting say, please tell me how many people have benefited from which scheme. We can actually track really who's getting the benefit of how many schemes and who's the eligible person and who is not. So there's a huge interest in the global south today at India's digitally enabled delivery system, because it's actually a way today of creating a social safety net, which 5 years ago people would have said a developing country cannot afford to do. So it's actually broken that fundamental presumption that social security is actually a wealthy society's prerogative. Digital can actually bring down our costs so massively. That both the costs due to leakage, savage, but more than that, the fact that it's a very targeted delivery. So I think in the G20, we'll still be firming up our priorities through a process of consultation. But certainly I can tell you this, that India would like to use its G20 presidency in many ways to reflect the interests and the concerns today of the global south, because we feel that those have been sidelined, and not just become a voice, but in many ways a kind of an exemplar, that we would like to take into global south what we have tested and delivered, performed and delivered at home.